Namaste students, hope you all are fit and fine and taking all the measures to prevent you and your family from this deadly virus. Today I am going to teach you a very interesting topic, very scoring topic, that is letter writing. So students, letter writing is an art and today I will teach you how to learn this art. So before the advent of modern technology has made communication so easy, art of letter writing was considered an important requirement, and even today a letter is an important mean of communication in both. Letter writing is an important mean of communication in both, as in our personal life as well as in our professional life. So let's learn the nuances of letter writing. First of all, before starting letter writing, you people deserve to be told what is letter writing. So a letter is a written or printed message. A letter is a written or a printed message. It is a form of written communication, and this is a communication between two parties. So a letter is a message that can be handwritten or printed on paper. Let me write it for you on the board. A letter is a written message, written or printed message, or you can say communication between two parties, between two parties. It can be handwritten, or printed on a paper. And it can be sent via mail or post by putting the written information into an envelope. Any such message is transferred via post is called a letter. This is a communication between two parties. And as you all know students, that these days even the text, SMS, mobile phones and emails has taken an important place in field of communication, and letter writing has taken a backseat. But even today a lot of communication, especially the formal kind, is only held through sending letters. No doubt that mobile phone has replaced a lots of mean of communication, but still letter writing has an mandatory and indispensable place in the society. No organization, no institution, no government body can run properly, run smoothly in absence of this written communication that we call letter writing. So I will discuss with you that how many types of letters are there. First of all, let me tell you there are two types of letters. The first one is formal letter and the second one is informal letter. So let me write it on the board so that you can understand it in a much better way. So formal letters and informal letters. First of all, formal letter. The second one is informal letter. So students, I have written formal letters and informal letters. I will tell you that how to write formal letters and how to write informal letters. First of all, formal letters are sent to organizations, government departments, shareholders, and to make complaints, to make requests, to make inquiries and orders. Let me write it. These are formal letters. Number one, they are sent to organizations organizations, government departments and government departments. And first of all, organizations means any type of organization. There are lots of government department with which we have to deal, so we have to write letters. And the second one is any shareholder. Suppose you can say any bureaucrat. Sometimes we have to write letters to IAS officers, IPS officers, deputy collectors for making complaints, and sometimes we have to write letters to our leaders even. So shareholders, any shareholder means it can be a leader, it can be a bureaucrat, it can be an officer. So shareholders to make complaints, inquiries, complaints letter. I will teach you how to make complaints and inquiries, and sometime orders. Suppose you have to place the orders for 100 computers of your school. I will teach you each and everything. You need not to worry about anything. And the second thing about but the letters which informal letters. The first point I have written, sent to the organizations, government departments and any shareholder to make complaints and inquiry and ordering something, inquiry or order. But informal letters are always written to friends and relatives. Informal letters are written to friends and relatives. So this is the first difference between formal and informal letter. I think you got it. The second one is about the tone. Tone is very much formal. The tone of the letter is very much formal as to create a nice impression on the recipient. Means to create a nice impression on the recipient. And second one is the tone of the informal letter. Means the second is tone is casual. The tone is casual. The tone of CAUSAL. The tone is casual. The tone is casual, and words used can be colloquial and slang, and the words used can be colloquial and slang. First of all, colloquial means words can be used that are colloquial and slang. Means you can use I will tell you that I'm going to tell you that informal letters you can even call them a freestyle of swimming. You know that freestyle swimming in which you can swim the way you want. In the same way, it's a free type of a freestyle swimming where you are free to write in the style and tone as you wish. You are free to write in the style and tone as you wish. The words that are used colloquial and slang means you can use a lots of words that are very simple in language and easily understood. But in formal letters, the language which you are going to write, because you have to create an impression on the recipient of the letter, on the receiver of the letter. So that's why you cannot beat about the bush while writing the formal letters. The second one is the tone is very much formal as to create a nice impression on the recipient. So the language of the formal letter should be very much formal. And the second, let me raise it first, then I will write some more points to make you or to clear you the topic in a much better way. So let me erase it first. The next is informal letters. First of all, for formal letters, a set pattern is always given. Means there are some set norms, some set rules which you have to follow while writing the formal letters. The first one is means a set format. A set format we have to follow. We have to follow. A set format we have to follow, and there is no set no set format. You can write no set format, and you can say here you are, there you are, to create impression on no one. In informal letters, because you are writing these letters to your parents, your mother, your father, your friend, and your uncle or your brother, so you need not to follow any set pattern. So no set format is given for the informal letter. And I have given you the example of freestyle swimming. Means you can use the style and tone the way you want. So that's why these are informal letter. The same, so no set format is given. So this is the difference between formal and informal letters. Now I am going to tell you the layout, or we can say how to write a informal letter. In this video I will discuss with you only how to write the formal letters. So first of all, let me tell you how to write the formal letters. Formal letters. As I have told you that formal letter writing is of two types. So letter writing is of two types, formal, and the second one is informal. The second one is informal. So the letters I have told you which you used to write to your friends and parents and relatives. So the next one is formal letters. So formal letter, there are lots of types of formal letters we have. First one is complaint letters. Complaint letters. Making inquiries. And a letter of application. Letter of application means like job application. Sometime you have to apply for a job, so this type of letters always come under the category of letter of application. Second, business letters, the letters which are written with the purpose of business. So business letters in field of business. Let me tell you one thing very clearly. In business means suppose you are in a field of business, so business letters have a indispensable place in any business. To run any business successfully, you cannot ignore the importance of a letter in that field. So this is the thing you need to keep in mind. And the second one is official letters. Placing orders and cancelling orders. So these are some type of maybe complaint letters, making inquiries, letter of application, business letters, official letters, placing orders, cancelling orders. So these are some type of formal letters which we are going to discuss in this topic. And the second one is informal letters. So first of all, I will discuss with you how to write formal letters, what's the format of a formal letter. In my next video I will teach you how to write informal letter. So first of all we will discuss sender's address. And let me tell you one thing very clearly. Suppose this is your answer sheet and you have to write a letter on this. So everything you will going to write on the top left hand corner. On this side is called the top left hand corner, and you will start each and everything from that side. You will not write anything from this side. And all the commas, all the full stops are now omitted. You need not to use any punctuation mark. So the first thing I am going to discuss with you, sender's address. Sender's address. Sender's address. What do you mean by sender's address? Means the receiver. Sender's address means who is writing the letter. Who is writer of the letter. Writer of the letter. Writer of the letter. How to write the sender's address? First of all, sender's how you will write sender's address means, suppose I will write model town, comma 33 New Delhi. Model town 33 New Delhi. This way you have to write sender's address. But if you are writing a business letter, if you want to add any telephone number, phone number, fax number, or email ID, if you have to write, then you can write here. But everything you have to write in this side. I don't left any space from that side, that's why I am writing it here. So first of all, model town New Delhi. If you want to give any phone number, fax number, or email ID, then you can write it there. Otherwise you need not to write, just write the address, because we are writing these letters not for any business, just to learn that how to write. So if you want to write phone number, fax number and email ID, then you can write. After that, students, you have to skip one line. What maximum students used to do, they never skip any line. You have to leave one line. After leaving one line, in next line you have to write date. So how to write the date? First of all, suppose there is 4 August 2020, and there is another format, August 4 2020. Both are correct. So the first one is British way of writing the date, the second one is American way of writing the date. But being Indian, we used to follow this, because we are in our India, we are learning British English, not American English, so we need to follow it. But what some students used to do, like 4/8/2020. So this is our incorrect way to write the date. You will not write this way. This is incorrect, and examiner will deduct your 1 mark. So this is the right pattern to write the date. If you will write this way, this is not incorrect, but we have to follow it. So this is the exact way to write the date. After writing it, after skipping one line, you have to write the date. Now come to receiver's address. Receiver's address. Listen to me, students. Receiver's address vary according to the question. If letter is business, if you are writing a business letter, then receiver's address will be different. If it is a letter to editor, then it will be different. And if it is a letter to, you are writing a complaint letter, then it will be different. So I will teach you how to write this. Receiver's address means the recipient of the letter, receiver of the letter. Receiver means receiver of the letter, recipient of the receiver's letter means recipient means जिसके पास आपका लेटर, जो आपके लेटर को रिसीव करेगा. So this is the address of that person. That means recipient of the letter. So next, how you will, suppose you are writing a letter to editor, then how you will write, like to the editor, the Tribune, like then Chandigarh. And when you read a question into your question paper, so one thing is always given, that you are the news editor of any national daily. National daily means, dear students, national daily means any national newspaper. So some student used to write the national daily. National daily is not the name of any newspaper. You have to write the name of any nation, then the Tribune, and you can say the Times of India. So you have to write the name of the newspaper, not a national daily. But you have to write this receiver's address when there is letter to editor. But if this is a complaint letter, you have to make a complaint of the, suppose there are lots of open manholes in your area, or you are complaining about the stray animals moving on the roads, and lots of accident has happened only because of them. So you have to write or the problem of noise pollution because of the loudspeakers in your areas. And so whom you will write? You will write to deputy collector or the superintendent of police. So how you will write? These are the complaints to the superintendent of police. Then you have to write the name of New Delhi or Chandigarh or Kurukshetra. New Delhi. After that you will write. So this means the receiver's address always vary on the demand of the question. If the letter is letter to editor, then you will write the receiver's address this way. If the letter is complaint letter, then you will write the complaint letter this way. And the third one, if you are writing, suppose you have purchased a washing machine from a showroom. You have purchased a washing machine from a showroom, and now it is giving unbearable noises, and this is a matter of great dismay for your family, and you have to write a complaint letter. Then the receiver's address again vary. How you will write the receiver's address? Like MS Kapoor and Sons, and then you will write the name of the place again. You can Chandigarh, and to the MS Kapoor and Son, Chandigarh. And how you will start? I will tell you how to start these type of letters. And suppose you have to place an order of 100 computers for your school, then the receiver's address again vary. Placing orders. So thank you. How you will write? Again to the like MS Microsoft Corporation. You have to again New Delhi. Now how to start? I will tell you. Means receiver's address always vary according to the demand of the question. This is what I want to tell you by writing so many receiver's address. I think you got it now. And when you read the question, automatically you will come to know that the receivers and the senders, and you need not to worry about receiver's address and sender's address, because when you read the questions, they are already given into the question. They are informal letters. Receiver address, the address is which I am writing. The address is which I am writing on the board for you. So it is already given into the question paper. So the second one is, next is, after it you will write the subject. You will write the subject. You will write the subject. Subject of the letter writing. So this is also very easy. How to write the subject? When you will read the question, immediately you will come to know what is the subject, what is the issue of writing a letter, what is the reason of letter of the writing. Then you have to, suppose you are writing a letter for the problems of open manholes. So you will directly write problem of open manholes. If you are writing any complaint letter, so nonsense caused by loudspeakers. or monkey meanness, you know that monkey meanness means बंदरों से जो परेशानी होती है. There are lots of problems. If you are writing a complaint letter, then to suppose you are replacing, you can write for replacing washing machine. If you are writing for a placing order, if you are placing ordering for 100 computers for your school, means it is already given into the question. When you will read the question, immediately you come to know what is the subject of the letter writing. After that, come to the salutation. Come to the salutation. So how to write the salutation? This is also very easy. Salutation, when you greet someone, means salutation. What is salutation? When you greet someone with formal words of greeting, so that is salutation. Means you always write respected ma'am, and sir. Respected ma'am and sir, you always write. And if the person is of equal designation, suppose you are a CEO in a company and you are writing a letter to another CEO, so you can also use dear sir, dear ma'am in formal letters. Even dear ma'am, if the person or sir is known. And many time we also used to write dear sirs, dear ma'ams. So that is also correct sometime. Dear, not respected sirs, madams. Listen to me, when you are writing a letter to a firm, not to a particular, suppose sometime you used to write letters to a particular person. So at that time you will write only ma'am and sir. But when you are writing the letter to a firm, then or any company, on the name of any company, then you will use sirs and madams. Okay, so this is the way you will use the salutation in formal letters. And now how to write the content. Now the content of the letter. So content, how to write the content. Dear students, how to write the contents? First of all, if you are writing a letter to editor, obviously when you write a letter to editor, you are writing on any social issue, or you have to make complaint. So on this type of letters, you will how you will write, I will tell you. First of all, it may be appropriate to start with reference. It may be appropriate to start with reference. It may be appropriate to start with reference. It may be appropriate to start with a reference. Suppose you are writing a letter, how to write the content? If you will start writing the content by giving reference to someone, that will be appropriate, that will be suitable. Immediately your examiner will come to know that the student has the complete knowledge of the letter which he or she was writing. The next, do not use. The next one is in content. Do not use contracted forms. No slang. In formal letters, you will not use any slang language. Slang means any formal language. Contracted forms means you have to write the use complete sentence, not contracted form. Use complete sentence. And after using complete sentence, your English use standard English. Use standard English. Means while writing, I have already told you that while writing you cannot beat about the wood, no slang. Keep the sentence precise and get straight to the points. Keep the sentence precise. Let me tell you, keep the sentence precise and get straight to the point. Get straight to the point means you cannot beat about the bush while writing the formal letters. You have to go straight to the point. This is what I want to tell you. Keep sentence the precise. संक्षिप्त ऐसे में छोटा ही रखना है. Means do not increase the length of the sentence. Keep business letter focused. Keep business letters focused and do not waffle on. What is the meaning of waffle on? Waffle on means, students, you have written a lots of sentences, you have written a lots of words, but nothing is clear. What you want to convey to the recipient of your letter, that is not clear. So that means do not waffle on. And the next one is, if complaining, be polite. If you are writing a complaint letter, let me raise it first. If you are writing a complaint letter, if you are writing a complaint letter, use your vocabulary intelligently. If you are writing a complaint letter, you have to use your vocabulary intelligently. And the last one is, I'm going to tell you now, that is, the last thing is complementary clause. That is complementary clause, how to sign off, how to close the letter. That is complementary clause. Complementary clause. Complementary clause. In the end, you used to write yours faithfully. The second one is yours sincerely. When to write yours faithfully and when to write yours sincerely. If name is given, you will write yours sincerely. If greeting is to sir or ma'am, if greeting is to sir or ma'am, then you will use yours faithfully. If name is given, then you will use yours sincerely. And in the end of the letter, if your designation is mentioned into the question, then you can write your full name and signature. So dear students, this is what I have discussed with you about formal letters. There are a lot more things to discuss about formal letters, but I cannot discuss each and everything only in single video. So in my next video, I will teach you, I will come with one or two or three sample letters, and I will teach you how to develop the content, how to write it. So till then, have a nice day, stay safe, and thank you.